Welcome to DenHac. My name is Harvey. I'm the vice chairman of our board currently, and you're probably watching this video because you've either just joined DenHac or you're interested in joining, and I'm here to give you a little introduction to the space and tell you about how it works. Why don't you come inside and I'll show you around. Welcome to the fishbowl. We have a couple of rules that I'd like to read off to you. This is the same intro that we give every single DenHac member. It's probably worth becoming acquainted with your SIG leads and asking around as to what the current rules are whenever you actually sign up, but this is the intro that we have right now. First and foremost, it's important to remember that this is a community and you are a member, not a customer. This organization runs on the contributions of its members, and in fact, DenHac is unique in the fact that we do not have any paid staff at all, so we really rely truly on the contributions of our members to stay afloat. We are a drug and alcohol-free space. There is hazardous equipment here. Always keep everyone's safety in mind. Do not live at or sleep at the space. That includes the parking lot. Do not leave your car in the lot overnight unless you're here overnight. DenHac does provide 24/7 access to its members, so if you badge in the middle of the night, by all means, you're welcome to have your vehicle here, but don't disappear to the airport or something crazy. We need to be able to walk through the building and determine whose car is whose in case someone's about to get towed or something crazy. There are other tenants in the building. Do not go upstairs except for the gender-neutral bathroom since there's not one on the first floor. Close DenHac doors if no one else is in the room. The exterior doors are unlocked randomly throughout the day, just FYI, maybe by the other tenants or something like that. So try to help us not get robbed. Turn off the lights in the fishbowl, for instance, and close the door fully behind you. Slack has many channels that you can join. Channels prefixed with Help Dash are a good place to start to ask for training on equipment if there's not already a training class posted to our website on the events page. Channels prefixed with SIG are a good place to start volunteering and get involved. Reply in threads to make channels easier to follow. This is kind of a Slack specific thing, but just try not to blow up the channel by posting things willy-nilly. We do like when people reply in threads. Read all signs everywhere and abide by them. Also read the wiki. If something isn't in the wiki, then we encourage you to please add it for us. And check out the how-to page on our website. It provides some more information on how to be a DenHac member, essentially. No harassment or bullying. This includes, but is not limited to, attention that comes after a request to stop. Recognize and respect everyone's differences. Treat all members with kindness and respect. Our anti-harassment policy is part of the membership agreement you've already agreed to if you've already signed up, so please read it. The last Saturday of the month is called Hack DenHac Day. This is when the membership meets at the space to work on the shop itself. The space is actually closed for personal project work from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m., and you're invited to come help us work on the space itself during that time. Leave the space better than you found it. Do what you can to contribute by taking out the trash or whatever, and communicate any issues through Slack. I mentioned SIGs. Special interest groups is our new governance structure for the space. The board is distributing responsibility for different areas to different interested groups. That's probably the easiest way to get involved with DenHac and start volunteering. Because like I said, the space depends on our volunteers doing everything to make it happen since we don't have employees. Special interest groups are interesting. They should all have their own special SIG channel on Slack, and that's where you can basically discuss with the rest of the SIG members what's going to happen with that area of the space, or if you have a proposal or something that you'd like to do for that area, definitely mention it in there. This gets a little confusing because there's also a help channel for multiple different areas of the space. The help channels are where any general member can go to report an issue with the space or to get some help with anything if they don't know how to use a tool or something like that. The help channels are a perfect place to post those things. For membership-wide proposals that will affect the entire space, and really for equipment acquisitions and things like that, we recommend that you actually go through the board proposal process as opposed to asking your SIG lead. SIG leads will definitely help you with this process, but the official way to recommend that DenHac's board spend some money on something like equipment, like I said, is to submit a board proposal. So a week in advance of our board meetings, we send out a call for agenda email. Every member is welcome to provide a proposal item. It's very important to know that you do not discuss the proposal items in this email. This email is going out to all of our 600 members, or however many we have when you're watching this video. So it's hundreds of people. Make sure not to discuss in there. That's what Slack is for. Definitely take those proposals over to Slack, and that's where you can have a general discussion, preferably in a thread, so that we don't basically annoy everybody else in the channel. So if you join and you're wondering where your $45 a month are going, you are welcome to be a part of that decision-making process in real time. Feel free to submit a board proposal and make sure to show up at the board meeting either virtually or in person to defend your proposal. Welcome to DenHac's classroom. This is where we host a lot of meeting and presenting like things basically, but the main reason that we're in here today is because this is where we host the DenHac board meetings. If you're looking for DenHac to acquire some piece of equipment or something like that, or the SIG is out of money or something, then you may provide a proposal to the board to basically have us allocate some funds to something. We're in DenHac's 3D printing room to talk about training required pieces of equipment. As you may have garnered from watching our tour video, there are lots of pieces of equipment at DenHac that could seriously injure you, and so we do require that you get at least some training from another member, basically. Everything that requires training should have one of these training required tags on it, and you can scan this QR code to be taken to our events page. We offer free training on all the equipment. Just sign up for a ticket that's on, for one of those events, get a free ticket for one of those events that's on our website. If there's not a training posted for the piece of equipment that you want to use, you're welcome to ask in the help channel for that area to request a training be granted for you. Here in the dirty room, we have probably the most dangerous equipment at DenHac. This is the home of our wood shop, metal shop, laser cutters, and CNC area, as well as our auto bay. So whenever you get to DenHac for the first time, it's important to get acquainted with the different safety items that we have around the space. For instance, we have special fireproof trash cans down here. If you're ever working with acetone or something that spontaneously combusts after a couple hours, it's obviously important to not burn down the space. So please do that. Table saw, for instance, kickback is a huge concern on the table saw. That's any time that basically you twist your piece of material, it gets caught by the blade and ejected backwards towards the operator. And so we actually have a 4x8 sheet of polycarbonate or bulletproof glass that we typically set on top of this table in between myself and the camera right now. So whenever you arrive at DenHac, definitely get acquainted with the different safety items that we have available for you. One of the many fantastic things about DenHac is that you don't have to cart your project home and back every single time you want to work on it here at the space. We do have some storage available to members for no additional charge. We do only allow 30 days of active project storage only. So here in the wood shop, the way that looks is we have some stipulations here on the signs in front of the area, but really it's just put your name on the material, the date that you dropped it, and your Slack handle if it's not the same as your regular name, so that we can get a hold of you on DenHac Day when we very possibly go through this area and remove the items that should become hackable. The material that becomes hackable is available to the general membership. It's just free for the taking, basically. That area is in the green section on the ground behind material storage here. You may have noticed in the fishbowl we have another storage area, and that's what we call member storage. It's just a bunch of bins basically on a shelf, and you can put a sticker for the month that you're keeping that bin in that location on your bin, and that's how we track basically that you've actually touched that bin in the last month. The difference between material storage and member storage over in the fishbowl is that we don't just make your things hackable from member storage. We'll send you a message and just tell you to please pick up your things as soon as you can. One of my favorite things about DenHac is all the various events that we host. You can find all of our events on our Google Calendar on the events tab of our website. And it's important to note that you can attend any event that we have posted to meetup.com without signing up for a DenHac membership. Those are all open to the public.